This content is based on facts for educational purposes. We do not intend to defame any company. Logos are omitted for copyright.
Okay, let's get something straight right now. This is not another hand-wringing conversation about too much screen time. This is an alarm bell. Because what's happening to your child's brain every time you hand them a tablet, it's a calculated attack.
I want you to burn this sentence into your mind. YouTube Kids isn't a babysitter. It's a digital lobotomy. Right now, as we speak, AI bots are mass-producing content, literal garbage, designed to rewire your child's brain from infancy. This isn't some accident or a flaw in the system. This is the system, and it's working perfectly.
So to really understand the weapon that's being used against our kids, we have to look at the ammunition. We have to understand the content itself. It's cheap, it's endless, and it's aimed squarely at the most vulnerable minds on the planet. You've probably heard this term floating around, brain rot. It's so prevalent that Oxford actually made it their word of the year. It's the decay that happens in your brain when you just consume junk. But on YouTube Kids, it's taken on a more industrial, a more sinister form. They call it AI slop, a never-ending fire hose of nonsensical videos generated by algorithms for one single purpose: to keep a toddler's eyes glued to the screen, no matter what it costs them developmentally.
And if you think I'm exaggerating, just look at the data. The percentage of kids under 2 years old watching YouTube has exploded to 62%. For kids aged 2 to 4, it's a staggering 84%. We are handing our children over to these platforms before they can even form complete sentences. Listen to this early childhood educator, Rachel France. She nails it. This isn't just about killing time. This is neural programming. During the most critical wiring period of a human being's life, we're feeding their brains pure, meaningless slop. And that is absolutely going to shape how they see the world. Now, this whole nightmare doesn't work just because the videos are colorful. Oh no, it works because it's a perfectly engineered psychological trap. This isn't passive viewing, it's the deliberate creation of a compulsive habit. So, what is the secret sauce? How is this stuff so potent, so irresistible to a young, developing mind? It's not magic, it's textbook behavioral psychology, and it's being exploited on an industrial scale for profit. This Reddit user absolutely nailed it. They're using a principle from B.F. Skinner called variable ratio reinforcement. You know what else uses that? A slot machine. It is the single most addictive pattern of reward ever discovered. Every swipe is your kid pulling the lever, not knowing if the next video will be boring or if it will be the one that gives them that little rush of dopamine. They get hooked chasing that unpredictable reward. And here's what that loop looks like. It starts with the mindless scroll. Then comes the unpredictable hit of dopamine from some flashy video, and that triggers the compulsion to do it again and again and again. It's a neurological high that makes real life, with its nuances and its slower pace, seem unbearably boring. We are running this experiment on an entire generation, millions of times a day. And please, don't fool yourself into thinking this is some far-off theoretical problem. The consequences are here, now. Professionals on the front lines are already seeing the devastating impact of this digital manipulation, and what they're reporting should terrify you. 7 times. Let that number sink in. A major study found that kids who get more than 2 hours of screen time a day are 7 times more likely to show symptoms of ADHD by the time they're 5 years old. This isn't a coincidence. It's a flashing red warning light. And if you want to know what those statistics look like in the real world, here it is, from a child psychology professional. No attention span, no desire to learn, behavioral issues, sleep issues, attention issues. This is what they're seeing every day. This is the thinning of the cortex happening in real time. We're not just talking about too much screen time anymore. We are watching a generation of digital addicts being created right before our eyes. And here's the hardest truth of all. There is no off switch. The algorithm isn't going to develop a conscience. It's designed to do one thing: maximize engagement to maximize ad revenue. In that system, your child is not the customer. They are the product. Their attention is a resource to be mined, packaged, and sold. They're being turned into data livestock. So all of this leads to one single terrifying question that every parent today has to answer. Who or what is raising your child? Because this is the choice. It really is this simple. On one side, you have parenting. You have empathy, connection, love, the messy, beautiful human work of raising a person. And on the other side, you have the algorithm. You have data, engagement, and addiction. Cold, calculating, and relentless.
It all comes down to this. Make no mistake, if you don't raise your kids, the AI will. And the AI doesn't love them, it just wants their data.